Last today would have been marked the 60th birthday of Princess Diana, and amid their royal rift, Prince Harry and Prince William will reunite at the sunken garden of Kensington Palace to unveil a statue in her honor. Joining us for more on this is the host of the Naughty But Nice podcast and author of the 4-Word Answer, Rob Shuter. Rob, good morning. It's nice to see you.
Good morning. Good to see you. Hopefully it's a happy day in London within the next 30 minutes or so. This ceremony, this unveiling is going to take place at the place where Princess Diana called home. Kensington Palace is where she lived with the boys for many, many years. It's still the home to Prince William and Kate. And today there's going to be a statue in her favorite garden. In about 20, 30 minutes, it's going to be unveiled.
Yeah, Rob, hopefully it is a happy day with this. But do you expect it to be awkward at all with the brothers coming together and seeing each other?
Oh, absolutely. This is going to be a horrible family get-together. We've all been to those events where it's very, very difficult with family. They do not see eye to eye at the moment, and it seems like it is not going to be repaired today. However, I should point out these two boys are used to putting on a show. Let's remember when they were very young, they marched behind their mommy's casket. The two of them are very, very good at having a stiff upper lip, like the Brits do. So we're not going to see any huge fight or any drama. We saw them a month ago at their grandpa's funeral, and it all went to plan. So I think today, watching this, we're not going to see anything, although behind the scenes, my sources tell me this is not good. And Harry is going to leave pretty much as soon as possible. He's booked on a flight later on today to get out of London that quick. It might be delayed until tomorrow, but I don't think we're going to see any big progress today, although if their mommy can't bring them together, I'm not sure what can.
And Rob, speaking of them putting on a show, but not because of the day, what about when it comes to Prince Charles, who won't be attending Diana's statue unveil because he doesn't want to be a distraction at the event?
Yeah,
why
it's
is
so
that?
complicated. It's just so complicated, isn't it? So the Queen's not going to be there. Prince Charles is not going to be there. Kate Middleton is not going to be there. Meghan Markle's not going to be there. Initially, this was going to be a bigger celebration, but because of COVID-19 restrictions in the UK, it's now 30 people or less. But it's awkward, isn't it? What do they do here, the royal family? I'm told that this is going to be a day very much for the Spencers, not the Windsors. The Queen is a Windsor. The Spencers is Diana's family. So Diana's brother's going to be there, friends of Diana. If Charles turned up, there would be backlash after the way that these two treated one another and the ugly divorce. Does he invite his wife, Camilla Parker Bowles? Absolutely not. She can't be there. And so this is a very complicated day. So I think it's best for the two brothers. Insiders do tell me, though, this morning, William took Kate and his children on a private tour. So they got to see the statue of their granny before anybody else.
Yeah, I was wondering if they had an opportunity to see that privately. Now, with Harry, he also was there quarantining. Did he see his family beforehand? Is he seeing them privately at all?
No, he did not. So he flew into London, and for 5 days he had to quarantine. They're using that as the reason of why he did not get to see his grandmother. He didn't see his father. They're actually up in Scotland, the family. I'm told there has been communications. They've Skyped or they've spoken, but they have not seen each other. He's going to be in and out of London without seeing his dad, without seeing his grandmother. He's just going to see his brother after the unveiling today. There's a little small reception. I'm told Harry will attend that, but this is not good. They have not made up.
Rob, 4 words here. Happy birthday, Princess Diana.
You're good. You're good. 4 words. I'll see you soon. Look, boom.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Rob.
Take care. Take care.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.